From a young man with little more than ambition to the ruler of one of history's greatest empires, Julius Caesar's rise to power is a tale of unmatched skill, cunning, and determination. But how did Caesar manage to climb the political and military ladders of Rome to become its most powerful figure? In today's video, we'll explore the life of Julius Caesar, from his early years as a soldier and politician to his ascent as the dictator of Rome. Join us as we uncover the story of one of history's most influential and controversial leaders. Julius Caesar was born on July 12, 100 BC, into the patrician Julian clan, which claimed descent from the Trojan prince Aeneas and, through him, the goddess Venus. Despite his noble lineage, Caesar's family was not particularly wealthy or influential in Roman politics at the time. This background fueled Caesar's ambition from an early age. Caesar's political career began in the early 60s BC when he became a military tribune and later a quaestor. His marriage to Cornelia, the daughter of a powerful populist politician, further tied him to the popular cause against the Roman Senate's conservative faction, known as the Optimates. When Sulla, a leading Optimate and dictator of Rome, demanded that Caesar divorce Cornelia, Caesar refused, risking his life to stay true to his principles. This defiance won him the respect of many Romans who valued loyalty and courage. Caesar's first major step toward power was his election as a Pontifex Maximus, or chief priest, in 63 BC, a position that gave him both religious and political clout. He continued to climb the political ladder, serving as aedile, praetor, and eventually governor of the province of Hispania Ulterior, where he gained a reputation for military prowess by defeating various local tribes. But it was in 60 BC that Caesar made his most significant political move. He formed the First Triumvirate, an informal alliance with two of Rome's most powerful figures, Pompey the Great, a celebrated military leader, and Crassus, the wealthiest man in Rome. This alliance, although not officially recognized by the Senate, allowed Caesar to secure the consulship in 59 BC. As consul, Caesar pushed through a series of popular reforms that won him favor with the people but angered the Senate. After his consulship, Caesar was appointed governor of Cisalpine Gaul, Illyricum, and later Transalpine Gaul, modern-day France. This command gave him the opportunity to expand Roman territory and build his military reputation. Over the next 8 years, from 58 to 50 BC, Caesar led a series of military campaigns known as the Gallic Wars. The Gallic Wars were marked by numerous battles, sieges, and diplomatic maneuvers. Caesar's most famous victory came at the Battle of Alesia in 52 BC, where he besieged and defeated a vast Gallic army led by Vercingetorix. This victory effectively ended Gallic resistance and brought the entire region under Roman control. Caesar's successes in Gaul made him incredibly popular with the Roman people and his troops, who were fiercely loyal to him. However, his growing power and influence alarmed many in the Senate, especially Pompey, who began to distance himself from his former ally. By 50 BC, tensions between Caesar and the Senate had reached a boiling point. The Senate, led by Pompey and the Optimates, ordered Caesar to disband his army and return to Rome as a private citizen, effectively stripping him of his power. Caesar faced a choice: obey the Senate and lose everything he had built, or defy them and risk a civil war. In January 49 BC, Caesar made his decision. He crossed the Rubicon River with his army, a bold and illegal act that signaled the start of a civil war. According to legend, Caesar declared, "Alia iacta est," the die is cast, as he crossed the river, fully aware that there was no turning back. The ensuing civil war saw Caesar and his forces clash with Pompey and the Senate's legions across the Roman world. After a series of battles, including a decisive victory at Pharsalus in 48 BC, Caesar emerged victorious. Pompey fled to Egypt, where he was assassinated on orders of the Egyptian pharaoh Ptolemy XIII. With his enemies defeated, Caesar returned to Rome and was appointed dictator in perpetuity in 44 BC. As dictator, Caesar implemented a wide range of reforms aimed at addressing the problems that had plagued the Republic for decades. He reformed the calendar, creating the Julian calendar, which is the basis for the modern calendar used today. He also enacted laws to reduce debt, restructured the distribution of grain to the poor, and expanded the Senate to better represent the Roman provinces. However, Caesar's accumulation of power and his title as dictator for life sparked fears that he intended to establish a monarchy. Many senators, who had fought to preserve the republic, viewed Caesar as a tyrant who threatened their ideals and power. Despite his popularity with the masses and his attempts at clemency and reform, resentment against Caesar grew among the elite. On March 15, 44 BC, known as the Ides of March, a group of senators, including some of Caesar's closest allies, conspired to assassinate him. Led by Brutus and Cassius, the conspirators believed that killing Caesar would restore the republic and end the concentration of power in one man's hands. That day, as Caesar arrived at the Senate, he was surrounded by the conspirators and stabbed 23 times. His death marked the end of his reign, but did not bring about the restoration of the republic as the conspirators had hoped. Instead, it plunged Rome into a series of civil wars that eventually led to the rise of the Roman Empire under Caesar's adopted heir, Octavian, later known as Augustus. Julius Caesar's life was marked by a relentless pursuit of power, bold decisions, and a vision for Rome that changed the course of history. From his early days as a military leader to his rise as dictator, Caesar's legacy is one of both greatness and controversy. His assassination on the Ides of March may have ended his life, but it only intensified the conflicts that would shape the future of Rome. Thank you for joining us as we explored the extraordinary life of Julius Caesar. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more captivating stories from the great empires. Until next time. See you in the next video.